All right, I am back. I won't hold y'all. I thought I was going to be able to record for more. Let me set the camera right because I've already the suspense of the face behind the voice is already gone in the first video. I guess what I found out about this camera is that I'm able to record up to 30 minutes, but to finish off like the last point that I made, because I won't hold you. I want to get through all the all the topics that I've set out for myself to talk about. But just wow. Okay, now I got to think back to what I was actually talking about. Yeah, no, but yeah, it's just something because Tom Brady ended up losing to Eli Manning. That was that was something. I remember seeing that Super Bowl. Wait, no, actually, well, okay, no, I'm talking about the 2007 one. What I meant to refer to was the one that happened in 2012, which that was something. And then he ended up going on a streak, man. Because the only ones I remember him beating the Rams. Oh yeah, okay, now it's coming back to me, right? Because he got the Rams. He got the Eagles. No, he didn't get the Eagles. He got the Rams. He got the Falcons. That's who. Damn, there's somebody else, obviously. Rams, Falcons, Chiefs. Who did he get? Oh yeah, the Seattle Seahawks too. That was something. But it's just damn. It's just now racking up the championships, and now it's to the point where even though Tom's not undefeated, obviously, he's lost a couple times. He's lost to Eli. Eli seems to have his number, and he's lost to Nick Foles. Even though, again, that one was a little. Well, I'll say this: you can't exactly. No one can. I don't think it's exactly fair or right for anyone to put that on Tom, because Tom put up like 501. Nah, not one. 505 passing yards. So you can't exactly put that on him. But but yeah, no, he definitely showed up. But it's just really, I guess, I don't know. It's always cool watching life, happen. Because now, before it was like Joe Montana hands down, and even though Tom Brady, he took a couple losses, now he's accumulated more and more victories, and some of these teams that he's beaten, they is strength of schedule. Because I tell you this, that Legion of Boom defense was wow, especially and that's the, I guess that's the tragedy of the not giving it off to Marshawn Lynch and passing it, was that, funny enough, Marshawn was the best overall within his career in that year, and the Legion of Boom was the best in that year, and they lost it. That's just so tragic. That hit me right. I feel for them boys, man. That hit me right here. I'd have been, hey, listen, I'd have been pissed, and I'd have wanted out of Seattle too. I'd have been mad as hell. Shoot, Richard Sherman done went to the 49ers. Chancellor what happened? He done retire, and I don't quite recall what happened to Earl Thomas. Yeah, Earl Thomas got himself mixed up, but he's mixed up into some stuff now. But he found himself in the Ravens. Them boys ain't been the same since. But yeah, man. But yeah, no, I think Tom's definitely locked this one up. he's got 7, and chances are he's probably gonna get. I don't think probably, if he keeps playing, especially with this team, because as we've seen, that Tampa Bay team Tampa unit has been very talented. So they're bound to get more. They're bound to get more, as well as the Chiefs. The Chiefs are also bound to get more too. But yeah. I'm trying to think. Let me see how much I'm doing on time. I know I just started. About 4 minutes. Okay, not bad. All right, I won't hold y'all. I got about I got 6 topics. Let me see. Because the next thing that I had on my mind, because y'all, I won't hold y'all. Also, I'll try to also like diversify myself, and that will diversify the topics, in which that's what I did try to do. But I also want to, also keep in mind of like what it is that like I consume, what is it that I watch, right? So these first two, these first two topics, definitely sports. But just knowing, especially knowing, wow, because I actually didn't know that my camera recorded like can hold up to what about it records at 30 minutes a time. um wow, okay, just like that I lost my train of thought and I didn't get it back. All right, it's cool. I'm still going on to the topics. But yeah, no, these are definitely like influenced by like, what I see on like YouTube, just as I'm watching about it, what I see on social media. But one of the things that I did see though was the Brooklyn Nets. This iteration, I don't quite know how long I'll actually talk. I'll get on and do a whole bunch of talking about this specific topic. But it's funny how I started it off with like history, like yo, Tampa really made some freaking history just this past weekend, man. And now we're going to possibly some more history because they're like real deal throughout the NBA history. I mean, LeBron, Bosh, and Wade, that was something nice. That was a nice trio, right? Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman, that was something nice. Steph, Clay, and KD, that was something nice, right? But I don't know, perhaps going off of firepower, KD, Kyrie, and James Harden. Damn. Damn. I won't hold y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm a LeBron fan, right? But I'm also, again, I try to be as objective as possible. And I do like KD, Kyrie, and Harden. As well. And as well as many other different superstars, throughout the NBA. But these boys right here, like, I'm just like, damn, it's just really something, because they might be the best trio ever put together. I don't think they're the best shooting trio, because, like KD's last trio, KD, Steph, and Clay, like, them boys, they're like, yo, there's a reason why they made it to like 3 straight finals. And they won 2 of the last. Okay, not 2. Nah. I'm getting those numbers mixed up. All right, I'll say this: they made it to 3 straight finals with KD. That's what I'll say. When KD was there, but like KD right now, he's got 29, well, damn near 30 points, 7.4 rebounds, 5.2 assists. Kyrie's got damn near 28 points, 4.6 rebounds, 5.9 assists. Harden's got 23 points, 8.2 rebounds, 11.3 assists. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. It seemed like James Harden, it's like he's really taking the point guard role, but that's hopefully, I won't hold you. Hopefully, like, I'm hoping that there's there's enough basketball to go around for each of those boys. KD, but he seems to be like one of the, like, he's efficient. Like Tom Brady, like he might get 13 or 14 shots a game and he'll make 13. He'll make something like 11, 12, 13, maybe 14 out of 14 if he, if tonight's that night, you might mess around and go 14 or 14. So that's how good that man is. Kyrie, I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like he's like a point guard, like a miniature version of damn, rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe. I can't even say that, because Kyrie would have to be good on offense and defense. No disrespect to Kyrie, but to some extent he is a version of Kobe. And James Harden, that boy, I won't hold you. I really view these like I really view not just these three people, and not just like those people within, like the stars in the NBA, but really more so like a lot of different people, a lot of different celebrities, a lot of different people, whatnot, like just throughout society. I mean, I won't hold you. They are our modern day Socrates, our modern day what shoot, what Greek? I won't hold you. I'm taking a Greek class right now. Shoot, modern day what? Modern day Achilles, modern day Agamemnon, modern day what's Aristophanes, modern day Euripides, modern day damn. I'm trying to throw out so many like Greek figures or whatnot, but these are our modern day like these are them, but for our time. That's what I think it is, and that's what I think they are. That's how great just some people are at what they do. But I won't hold. They got They have an awesome offense. Like, well, wow. It was actually talk about the defense, but most of the time they like these boys are scoring like 100 plus, 110 plus, 120 plus, 130 plus. The problem is obviously, and again, I'll be speaking to the choir, but they also given up around that same amount too. So they definitely got a lockdown on defense with that one. I won't hold y'all. I've picked this, and I might revisit this topic just moving forward. But I just only reason why like I'll say that like I made note of this topic was because like again a lot of people there's again sports media made excessive note about the defensive struggles and all that other sort of jazz right there, and they do but I guess I'll also speak to the choir as well. I'll try to make note of how awesome they are on offense, and not only that, hey yo, Brooklyn's got shooters, especially as long as you got Joe Harris. Hey, listen, that squad's got shooters, and that squad's got players for real. As far as their defense, the 12. What I made note of is that they got to get a little bit better, because 12 of the 14 games that they played, at least one team went over. Like no, wow, yeah, no, at least one team, whether it be them, whether it be and I ain't even gonna hold you. This might be a meaningless stat, right? But again, 12 of the 14 games that the Nets have played, like post Harden trade, at least like one team is like went over 120 points, which means that like as I ain't gonna hold you as, and I'll take from Mr. Shannon Sharp. It's really a case of outscoring. It's really a case of outscoring. It's not it ain't gonna be a okay. We score, we play defense also. Score, defense also. Score, defense also. Okay, we need to get a stop here. Right? No, it's like nah, bro, we just gotta alright, I'm gonna put the ball in the basket, you gonna put the ball in the basket. Shoot. We'll see who put the ball in the basket more, and from how further out, because threes, threes count a little bit more. So, but yeah, I guess that's really all that I had to say about the Brooklyn. That's something. And hell, I don't know if they watching this or whatnot, but it's obviously they already know that's something that they got to watch out for. But that damn, because I'm just really thinking it would be awesome if they made it to the finals, either against the Clippers or the Lakers, because that, I won't hold you, that would be a star-studded matchup. You got KD, you got Kyrie, you got the beard, and then you have, for the instance, let's take the Clippers. Even though the Lakers, again, shout out to the Lakers, because the Lakers they are the defending champs, and I'm a LeBron fan. But and then you got Kawhi, you got Paul George, you got who else? You got Pat Bev, and I don't think. Well, he may not quite be a star. Hold up. Ooh, excuse me. My apologies. Pat Bev, he might. Nah, he's not. He's not an offensive star, but he's definitely a notable person. And hey, he's gonna annoy one of those three. The last time Pat Bev and KD been in the series. Now KD got the last laugh, but Pat Bev was in his grill. So he was in his grill for real. But damn, that would be something. And you take the flip side of the coin. If you got that same trio again, like I said, I mean maybe I might go back and I'll pose the question to myself as to like, is this the best trio ever like assembled and put together? But you got those three versus LeBron and AD. That would I won't hold you. Regardless of who wins, like that's a star-studded matchup, and regardless of who wins, that's a well-deserved ring. Like there's no taking that from anybody. Like there's no taking that from either side. Whether that be, people who criticize LeBron, it's a Mickey Mouse ring, blah blah blah, yada yada, all that other sort of jazz, right? Or it's they just they so and so they got three all-star or three superstars to side with two. Now granted, this is also barring injury, because injury could play a huge freaking factor, but yeah, barring injury, I think that would be freaking awesome. Now I ain't gonna hold y'all again. I'm gonna need to take a look, see how much time I got. All right, I got about 13 minutes 13 minutes left. But I'm gonna keep it pushing. I won't hold y'all. I've been talking a good bit about sports, but allow me to mix it up a little bit, because something else that I also saw on my Snapchat. Hold on, let me push this back a little bit. All right. Now I saw on my not on my Snapchat, but just like just on YouTube, going about prior to COVID, a certain movie was supposed to be coming out, right? But because we had to go on shutdown. I guess this movie had to get delayed, had to get put on the back burner. But now I just got the memo that it's supposed to be coming out soon, right? And this special movie that I'm talking about is Fast and Furious 9. That I saw the trailer. I saw, obviously they got Vin Diesel, they got Ludacris, they got Jordana Brewster. My apologies. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What's the name? What's the name of the movie? Mia. They got Mia, right? They got Letty. They got, listen. They even got Han. They brought back Han, man. They brought back Han. I won't hold you. I was talking with a good friend of mine, and I ain't gonna hold y'all. I was definitely in that conversation. I was like, you know what? In the Fast and Furious, do they kill off anybody? Do they kill off anybody? Because everybody who supposedly got shot, killed, a lot of them came back. And I guess I'll explain that further. What else? Hell, they got the one girl with the the blonde hair. Well, it's not blonde anymore, and hell, she's not Rapunzel with it anymore. She cut it. Anonymous, shoot, the real Fast and Furious fans know who I'm talking about. This was the villain of the last movie. They got her back. I already said they got John Cena back. Dang, who else? I don't know who else they got up in there. They probably got they probably got what's his name? Damn, I'm forgetting everybody. They probably got Jason Statham back in there too. But yeah, man, I won't even hold y'all. Like I had some questions that I posed myself, because I'm excited. Oh yeah, and I think they got Tyrese too. They got Tyrese, and they brought like some of them folks from Fast and Furious 3. They brought some of them. At least we saw within the trailer. They got like a one or two. I don't know how many scenes they got out of that. But yeah, no, they definitely they got that. They got that up in there. But I got some of the most memorable moments. I can't even. I won't even hold y'all. Some of the most memorable moments. Fast and Furious 7 was really something, man. I won't hold you. I think I can't even like in one of the I like on like this list I have like what's my favorite movie. I'll answer that in a little bit, but Fast and Furious 7 definitely has some memorable moments. Obviously, Paul Walker, rest in peace, his soul. Damn, man, that boy drove away. He drove off into the sunset, man. That was something. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I didn't cry off of that. I ain't cry off that. And I'm not capping. I'm not capping. But I ain't cry off that one. But that one, some of them hit you in the heart. That one got me. That one got me. Dom and Brian drove through those two buildings, my G. They drove through in a Lycan Hypersport. That's rich goals. That's lifestyle. That's wealth goals right there. But they drove through two freaking big buildings in the United Arab Emirates. Dubai. Them boys, bro. And they was looking lavish too, bro. That was the thing. I'm trying to think. Was there anything else? Because overall, that Fast and Furious 7, I won't hold you. That like the build up and all that around that movie is what got me onto the Fast and Furious like series. Because I wasn't, and I'm not gonna say that I wasn't a fan of it. I was just unaware of it, prior to like it. I won't hold you. I had to, like, I spent Christmas of my 9th grade getting familiar with all the movies, all the Fast and Furious movies up to that point. And so, like, damn, it's just really something. Like a movie, like the two movies that really like stand out to me, like all of them are special. But the second one, cause like it's like, bro, like Fast and Furious went to Miami. Like, granted, I'm from Florida. I've only been to Miami like once, twice, maybe 3 times. I've never had the chance to like actually go out and see, because I've always, I've been too young. I couldn't really go out and see that. But them boys, it was Fast and Furious Miami. Like, the scenery was nice, bro. The cars was dope. Like, you had Verone, giving off the Vice City vibe, the GTA Vice City vibes, got the, Elian and Fidel, they got the silk shirts with the taco meat hanging out. The best line of the entire Fast and Furious series was when Tyrese said, "Ejectocito, cuz." Yo, listen, bro. Ejectocito, nothing tops that. My dog said Ejectocito. And then they was racing these two guys. Both of them had muscle cars. Like, not muscle cars. Both of them had American muscle cars, whatever. And my dog said better use them bus tokens, partner. Yo, IG said better use them bus tokens. Bro, I am done. Yo, them boys, listen, them boys, I do remember what's it called? The boys, they was racing, was cheating too, and so that was definitely like a star moment. And yo, the getaway when all the like it was like a mad scramble. You know, shoot all these different cars all over the place, and then they finally found the cars that they were supposed to be in, and then they followed it, and it's like, ooh, they pulled the switcheroo, and now Brian and damn, Tyrese? What's his name in the Roman Pierce? All right. And so now Brian and Rome are they up in a car, they up in an American Muscle car, and they driving off, and they got away with the money, man. That was dope. I'll say, but another. Hold up, my fault. Sorry, I keep looking back at the camera. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I got about like five more minutes until this goes off. But well, at least until this second video's done. But ooh, what was I about to say? Yeah, but y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Tokyo Drift was also lit. And you wanna know something funny? Because Fast and Furious 7 is what put me on, but I saw Tokyo Drift before anything else. Right? Like, I saw Tokyo Drift back when like I was in the 7th grade. And the funny thing is, even when I saw that, it didn't click to me like, yo, you should watch the other Fast and Furious movies. Then, to my knowledge, that was the only, like, when I was in 7th grade, that was the only Fast and Furious movie. But, bro, I'll say this. Neela was pretty. Neela was pretty. Neela was pretty. I remember the intro scene where the dude I don't know what car that was, but it was impressive beating out that Ferrari or whatever sports car that dude with the football jersey had. Damn, it was rough. His first race in Japan. That boy didn't know how to drift for nothing. It was a damn shame. It's a damn shame. He messed up Mona Lisa and everything, boy. But he got better. He got better. And he beat him in the final race. And I'll say that was what I'll say I enjoyed the most, or enjoyed, out of that movie, was the relationship again between I don't even remember the homeboy name. That's how I guess. Shoot, my brain's all over the place. But the main character and Neela, just that whole chemistry, them getting together and all that, there was a time where he sort of kind of turned her off because he asked her the wrong, he was talking a little bit too much, he was acting like he knew too much about that girl, and he ain't no jack diddly squat. But it was nice seeing that they eventually ended up, getting on, and it was nice that he ended up winning the race, and he was able to get that. So that was nice. But my fault. I keep looking back at the camera. Yo, I won't hold y'all. It's gonna cut off. It's gonna cut off again. But damn, it's tough because I can't. I one thing I could tell y'all is this. Is that I like all the movies so much that I have it down to the point where it doesn't feel right watching certain Fast and Furiouses on certain days. Like Fast and Furious 3, that is a Saturday movie, right? And funny enough, when I was in the 7th grade, Tokyo Drift, I saw that on a Saturday. That is a Saturday movie, all right? Fast and Furious 2, that is a Friday movie. Now, some of them don't. Some of them is like, bro, I could watch those whenever. Like Fast and Furious 7, that's it's whenever, all right? 4, 5, 6, 1, even 8. Those are, I ain't gonna hold y'all. All those are whenever. I feel like 1 is best a Thursday one. It's a Thursday movie. Everything else is sort of I'll watch it whenever. I don't care what day of the week it is, but it's bro, it don't again. 2 and 3, it don't feel right if it's not on a Friday and Saturday. It's bro, what the fudge? What the heck? Think I'm watching this on this day for. But yeah, I'm trying to think though. What else? What else? What else? Ooh, I keep looking back at the camera. All right, I'm gonna let this play out or whatnot, but I'm gonna try and get another video, before I end off this little episode.